Okay, we are preparing to stream. So that way I will have a link if you guys want to go back and look at the video or just to kind of refresh your memory, then it is the perfect way to do that. Let me mute myself here. Okay, so just wanted to welcome you guys tonight. So I just cleaned my eyes off with the oil-free eye makeup remover. That was all the makeup I had on today, including my liner. And I am super excited because tonight I'm going to be training on the new product line that we have. Oh my gosh. So I have to just show you some of the amazing products that we have. These are some of the colors that I'm gonna be showing you how you can definitely play it up and do that tonight. So the first thing I'm gonna do, hold on. So these are the colors we're gonna be showing. So if you are a customer, I don't know if your consultant told you, but by being on, you are supporting her. There are some that they have a big goal. They are working on car. Some of them are working on directorship. But the main thing tonight that we are doing is we're partying with a purpose. And what that means is that your consultant, we are partnering up, and what we're doing is for every face, and I'm doing this with my unit as well. So every face that we see this month, I'm personally donating $1 to the Mary Kay Foundation. And what the Mary Kay Foundation does is we help with cancer research, because I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there are many cancers that are affecting women. And let me just share my screen really quick so you can see that. Hold on, let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. So there's 1 in 3 women that will suffer from some type of cancer diagnosis in her lifetime. And you maybe have been one of them, or you may have had a family member or friend. But I mean, 1 in 3, that is a lot that is going to suffer from some type of cancer. So this foundation has donated over 28 million to research. And I remember my national Amy met a lady, and when she told her she was a part of Mary Kay, the lady started crying. And what she realized was she said the Mary Kay Foundation, they found the cure to the cancer that she had, the kind of cancer that she had. So that's why she got emotional about that. And not only that, not only cancer that we're talking about, also the domestic violence shelter program that we have. Mary Kay does help to support that. So every time you are supporting your consultant, you are taking something home, you are helping a big cause. All right, so my name is Kanisha Dixon. I am the proud director of the Hummingbird unit, and I used to be part of the All Good All Stars. I graduated from them. Now I'm on to the Hummingbird unit, future national area, and I'm claiming that future Cadillac driving unit. And one of the things I pride our girls on is how passionate we are. You know, we have our little group, and we love celebrating each other. And one of our biggest things that we want to do this year is to continue to bless the life of others and pass it on. That's one of the biggest things that Mary Kay always talked about, is passing it on. I'm not going to spend a lot of time recognizing the consultants, but I'm just going to mention really quickly. And if you are one of those that I'm mentioning, you can go ahead and put your applause up there. But not myself, but anybody that is what's called an independent beauty consultant. Those are the women that have decided to start their business. They make 50% commission on everything that they sell. And so if this is you, then that means you're an independent beauty consultant. So they would get started with, they're probably the ones that would be in like a jacket, a white top, or a nice pencil skirt or something cute. The other group we're going to recognize is the seniors. So these are the women that they've decided they want to share the opportunity with somebody else. So we're not going to save it for ourselves, just like when we go to a restaurant. We're going to tell the world about it. So these are our senior consultants. So if that is you, go ahead and put a reaction up there. Let's celebrate you. If you're a senior, that is my Zoom applause, right? You hear how loud it is? The next group we're going to recognize are what's called a red jacket. And I'm excited about red. I love red. It's my favorite color. even though I'm not a red jacket, but it's still my favorite color. But the red jacket, you get to be part of a red jacket club. So if you want to be part of an exclusive group, red jacket club, there's stuff that they share with the reds that no one else gets to share. So if you are a red, go ahead and put an applause. And I know that Jacqueline is a new red, so I wanted to say congratulations, Jacqueline. Super, super excited. But anyway, we're not, like I said, we're not gonna take the time to celebrate you. We'll have another celebration for that. But if you are a red, or if you're thinking about going to red, it's a great opportunity, and it's the top 5 to 6% of the company. So not a lot of people are red, so it's very exclusive. And now the last group we will talk about is the top 1 to 2% of the company, which are the directors. And so that is where Sonia, we have another director on the call, Sonia. She came in right after me, right? We debuted, I could say we debuted together, right? But I had a little leg up ahead of you, Sonia. But I'm proud for her and the Flame unit, and they are a future car driving unit as well. So we not only are we a unit, when you see a unit that has earned car and all the other achievements, it really is a big deal. And the fact that we did it during a pandemic, right, Sonia? So if Sonia did it, I did it, believe me, any one of you can do it too. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get started. And I'm going to clean so if you want to follow along, if you want to do your own skincare, feel free to do that. I am not going to take my eyebrows off. I'm going to try to keep that on for time purposes, but we're going to get started with the skincare. And first, I did use my oil-free eye makeup remover. If you notice, it has 2 layers, but what happens is when I shake it up, it gets cloudy. There's protein in there, and it does help to nourish your lashes. So this is what this is what it got off. And I was not aggressive. I just gently pat my eye, and that came off on my pad. So tonight we're gonna quickly go through our skincare portion. Welcome, Stacy. I think I saw Stacy. We're gonna quickly do the skincare portion. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that because I really want you guys to see the fun colors. Because guess what? A lot of girls, they're like afraid to use colors. I practiced on myself. And so because I did that, I wasn't afraid to use colors, and I can teach you guys how to do that as well. And we look for interaction. So please feel free to comment in, day cream. Feel free to comment in the chat, and not directors, but guests that are on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me questions. Ask any questions you might have. So the first thing I'm going to do is, because my face has been like this since 5:30 this morning, including my eyeshadow. But what I love about Mary Kay, I love Mary Kay's staying power, because some of my days can be a little bit long. So when I just forgot I cut my hair, so I can't really do a ponytail anymore. But because some of my days are long, I like the fact that I could put on my makeup, I could do my finishing spray, and at the end of the day, I still look like I could have taught you guys with my makeup on, right? But I'm gonna get real in front of you. And the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean my makeup off. So this is my 4-in-1 cleanser. And I am using the combination to oily one because I do have oily skin usually. And I love the fact also that I don't need a lot. So I'm using a pea size amount. If you notice the little beads that are in there, the reason the beads that are in there, it's because it does a gentle exfoliation. So it has a nice soft scent. So it's not scented. What I do smell, it's the grape skin extract. And typically I would have used a brush to clean my face, but for time purposes, I'm going to use the cleansing cloth. Now, these cleansing cloths, they do, it doesn't have soap in there, but I just apply the cleanser and I can wet this. And look, this is what has come off so far. And what I like about the fact that it's not just the skincare, the foundation that you're doing, it acts as a layer. Because I'm not sure if you know, when you go outside, anything that gets on your car, guess where it's also landing? On your face. So I hear some people, oh, I don't wear makeup. Listen, okay, well, guess what? Your skin's going to be exposed to the toxins. It's going to be exposed to soot, dust. It's exposed to blue light because most people, they're working from their phones, their computers, all of that. So by having that layer of protection does make a difference. So consultants, feel free if you want to follow along. Guests, I don't know if Natasha's guest is on, but I know that she was going to have skincare. So if you want to follow along with your skincare, you can. You are entitled to 2 appointments. The first appointment is your skincare. The second one is what's called your glamour. Okay. All right. Sorry, I messed up my brows, but I'm not going to be doing brows tonight. So I did my cleanser, 4-in-1 cleanser, the balm. Love it because it also evens out your skin tone. And next I'm going to do my day cream. So because I'm teaching on the new products tonight, day cream, you want to go upward. Because I'm teaching on the new products tonight, we're going to talk a lot about primers. If you want the end of the day it to look like you still just put your makeup on, I would recommend doing your primers. And we're going to go over that tonight because Mary Kay, this is a day cream. If you don't have a good skincare regimen and you want something basic, see Melissa is showing her primer. You want something basic, start with the cleanser day cream. If you want something, a miracle set where you get a miracle in a bag, then I would recommend going for the miracle set. Who is looking for a miracle? Well, guess what? It's here in one bag. You get the cleanser, you get the day cream that I just showed you, but guess what? You also get something for the eyes and you get something for nighttime because nighttime is when you really need to protect your skin. All right, so here's one of the things that I usually do. So of course I have my day cream on. One of the things I like to do before I do my eyes, so I'm going to be featuring these colors tonight. So this is what I'm going to be featuring. And I'm also going to be featuring our new highlighters as well. These are so pretty. And I'm going to be showing you our new shimmer lipsticks. Who's excited about our new shimmer? I didn't know lipsticks could shimmer, but let me tell you, these are beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Look at that. You think bedazzle could be only on your nails or on your finger? Bedazzle also can be on your lips. So I'm going to show you how we can get that bedazzle tonight. And this is a Mary Kay bedazzle. This is our newest Isn't that pretty? Mary Kay just sent that. All right, guess. I know, that's how they spoil us. So Melissa just showed us. So this is my skin without makeup. This is my skin, no makeup. I just did my cleanser and I did my day cream, right? Primer. So what I usually do, I put my primer on. Melissa, I don't know if you're going to be following with me because you are the bomb diggity girl at putting on makeup too. Primer goes on, and what I do, that it gives that time to dry because that is one of the keys. When you put your primer on, you give it, my sister, she always does like 10 minutes. I'm going to use my finger, but you can also use your brush to apply primer. Natalia says Melissa needs to do the next makeup session. You are so right. She used to, when she was here, she used to teach those makeup sessions. You're right.
You should have seen how her face just turned when she heard her name.
Melissa is going to do the next makeup session. I agree because she knows how to do it. She's good. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I applied my primer. I could have used my brush if I wanted to, but like for time purposes, I'll do that. But I like using the brush to apply my primer because it's uniformed. And I'm applying my primer downward because say, for example, you have any creases, anything like that, the primer helps to fill in those creases as well. It gives you longevity. And that is how I've been able to like even, you see how now my face looks matte? That's from the primer. I do use an oil mattifier as well in my T-zone. So any areas that I tend to get oily, I'll do a little bit of the mattifier. The mattifier is the best. Thanks, Louise. The mattifier is the best. So once I did all my skincare stuff, and I'm also going to put this on my eye. So eye primer. So we did a foundation primer. Now I'm going to do an eye primer. Reason why I like doing an eye primer is because this again gives you staying power. It enhances, and I'm not doing an eye cream tonight. The eye cream also can serve as a primer, but not only that, if I do use eye cream, I usually put this over it. So I'm doing my primer. That's my eye with the primer. And it really makes your colors pop, you guys. So I'm doing an eye primer on this eye. So, by the way, trivia question for my guests, and I'm just using my finger to tap that in. And you also want to give it time to dry, you know, so you want to give it a few. So what I usually do is I'll have some stuff doing in the morning time, and while my eyes are drying, then it will give me an opportunity to do that. So guess who could tell me how long Mary Kay has been around? Because I think we have an anniversary coming up soon. So guess, you could just put it in the chat. Welcome, Jaquita. All right. And by the way, just so you know, I know guests just hopped on. I am going to be doing spin the wheel raffle. So the more you participate, the more I will include, I will add your names multiple times in the spin the wheel. So make sure you are commenting. Okay. And don't be afraid. That's the thing. I think a lot of times people don't try color because they are afraid of looking foolish. Like they're like, I don't know. Why are we afraid of trying new things? We go to a restaurant, we're trying the same dish every time we go to that same restaurant. Why can't we try something new? We need to try something new. Don't be afraid. So I'm very intentional. So notice I did my foundation primer. By the way, I had a lady message me. She's like, Kenisha, this is the best primer. And she used to buy all these other expensive primers. She messaged me. She's like, I really like the Mary Kay primer. Can I have another one? So best primer. So that is already drying. So what I'm going to do while my eye is drying, my other eye, my primer is drying, I'm going to do my lips. So that will give it time as well. So I'm going to gently use my lip mask. I don't know if you guys can see it. The lip scrub. Sorry, it's called a lip scrub. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on my lips. It's a sugar scrub. Because guess what? If you're wearing sparkle, you want your lips to look nice and be free of any dead skin. So I'm going to put that on. And at this time, I'm going to ask the guests, who do you know that would love a pampering like this, would love a customized pampering, and we do it for free. You know, we don't charge you for that. So who would you want to gift with a pampering session? And if there's somebody that you know would love a pampering session, who loves free stuff, put their names down and your consultant will call them and gift them a pampering session for you. And we will say it is a gift from, who are the guests? Stacy. It's a gift from Stacy to you. She gifted you a pampering session. Jaquita has gifted you a pampering session, and literally we match their foundations. We go through the skincare if it's in person, and it can also be virtual. So it's not just in town, it can be out of state because they can do facial in a bag. And guests that hop on, your consultant, I'm not sure if they told you, this is a party with a purpose. So every time you place an order, so if you're taking anything home tonight, for example, if you see me share something and you want it, let me know, because I'm also going to put your name in the wheel again for extra spin. So, and also the Mary Kay Foundation, we highlighted that because every time you make a purchase, you are supporting the Mary Kay Foundation. All right, so now I did my lips. All right, we'll leave that for a little bit. Now I'm going to go to my favorite part, which is the eye. So I'm going to try 2 different looks tonight. So the first one I'm going to do, so these are the 2 colors. But it's not just the color. I'm going to show you how you can actually mix. So this is amethyst and this is graphite. So I'm going to show you how you can mix the beautiful chroma fusion colors along with some of these with this wand. All right, so first things first, if you are a darker shade, you can use Cinnabar as your base. So if you're a darker shade, before you put on your liquid eyeshadow, the new Sparkle, then you can do Cinnabar as your base. So that's what I'm using tonight. And I'm using my eyeshadow brush, right? So my eye color brush. So the other thing you can do, you can wet the brush a little bit. You can damp it in water and you can apply your eyeshadow after that. So I dust off the excess. So I'm using Cinnabar again. If you're a lighter skin tone, you can use Biscotti is a good one that you can use. All right. And so you want the base color that I'm using, I want to use a color that is as close to my skin tone as possible. So, and then you kind of do a dab, dab and press, dab and press, dab and press. Same for the other eye. See that? Look at that. That is so pretty. So that is Cinnabar. Doing the same thing to the other eye, dab and press. And I want it, like I said, I want to get it as close to my eyeshadow color as possible. So if you are not sure, guess, talk to your consultant. Like I said, tonight, we're not really focusing too much on skincare. I'm doing mainly glamour, but we did do a little bit of skincare. So if there is something that you want to try, you are entitled to 2 appointments. The second one, they will do your skincare and they will do the microdermabrasion or the charcoal mask. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with, so I did Cinnabar on my eyes. And here is a trick that I have. So this is one of the new, welcome Kimberly. This is one of the new palettes that we have. I'm going to show you a look combining this and this together. The Boss, I'm telling you, one of my favorites. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this palette. I'm going to use I'll use my third color, this one, right? I'm going to use that for my outer crease. So I'll do this on one eye. Bear with me while I do this. Hi, Kimberly. You are gorgeous. Look at you. Beautiful. All right. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to form a V, sideway V. And the girls have seen me try different looks. So I formed a V with my smudger brush. Brush is the way to go, right? Let me see if I can, I wanted to show you guys what I'm using right now. Let's see if I have that up. Okay, sorry, I don't have that one up, you guys. All right, I thought I had it up to share. All right, so I formed my V. Now, what I'm gonna do is, and this is from my warm pink collection. So this is from my warm pink. That same brush that I used earlier, it's like a coloring book. So now I'm gonna just fill that in. And there is so many different ways that you can, wear your shadow, right? So I form my V. And now what I'm going to do is I'm taking my crease brush. So see, I form my V on that eye. So now I'm gonna take my crease brush, which looks like this. The brushes do make the difference. And now I'm gonna take my darker shade here and I'm gonna form a semicircle. So I'm gonna form a C. So right over here, I'm just gonna form a C and it's gonna combine with the first color that I added, right? Now watch me for a second. So now there's some space here. I can do a lot with that space. So this is where now my new color has come in. And what I like about this, it glides on so smooth. You can use your finger to help with your application, or you can use the, here is the brush, the cream eye color brush. Okay, so I applied, and this is easy. If you want to just wear this by yourself, you don't have to be as complicated as me. I just like doing these fancy little trials. So I can either use my brush or I can use my finger, and I'll blend that in nicely. Just in that area where, just in the, oh, see, I did a oopsie, but it's okay. So I'll clean that part. So one of the nice things is the oil-free eye makeup remover. Sorry, I messed up there. The oil-free eye makeup remover. It's great for that because, and that's the thing, I love seeing this because I can show you how you can easily clean this up. Remember, you don't have to be a perfectionist. So look at that. I was able to clean some of that up. This was the one I had for my eyes. All right. So I could have used my brush to do things. I could have used my brush. I could have used it all over the eye. All right. And I promise you, once I do my mascara, it does look different. So you can do this with any color combination. I've done this with green. And that's what I'm going to show you on this eye. I'm going to show you how you can actually take this one and you can combine the two. You can really combine the two and make a difference. So this is one look so far. I know I'm going to look kind of crazy tonight, but I wanted to just show you that different look, how you can combine these. So talk to your, this is the Bomb Diggity, by the way, this palette. So talk to your consultant about how you can get this and these as well. They glide on so easy. So if you are a newbie when it comes on to makeup application, then this is the definitely way to start. All right, so here we go. We're gonna try the new one. This is graphite and amethyst. So this is amethyst and this is graphite. So this will give you more like a almost like a smoky eye look. All right, so here we go. So I already covered my eyelid with my Cinnabar. So now, similar to what I did earlier, I could do one of two things. I can do a V here, or I could do my C here, my semicircular or upside down C, and then I can do my pink amethyst here. So let's do this more like a smoky eye look. So I'm gonna put this on first. Okay, sweep this over my eyelid. I can do, I'm gonna show you the application with the brush. So, sorry, I need to use my mirror. I'm gonna use my mirror for a bit. All right. Goes on nice and smooth. All right, guys, how are you feeling out there? How are you liking these new shimmers? There we go. So there's my shimmer color, right? So this is my amethyst. And you really don't need a lot. You don't need to do a lot with it. And then I'm gonna add this at the end. So now I'm gonna put my graphite over that. So now I'm gonna form my V here. And again, I'm still using my cream eye color. And that's the main thing. When you're trying colors, don't be afraid to, you might mess up a little bit the first time, but you do it a couple times, you'll get it. And you just kind of pat. So I formed the V on the outer. I just kind of pat that in, pat that in, pat that in. Nice and easy. And you can take it, if you want to take it up further, you can, but I'm not gonna take it further than that because I really want to highlight my shimmer. Right? So there we go. See, that wasn't hard, right? I think all of you guys can do this. So those are my different looks. This is, of course, a little bit bolder. This is a little bit more subtle. If I wanted to really make it smoky, then I can do a couple applications. It will be much darker. All right, which look do you guys prefer so far? All right, put it in the chat. Put it, which eye do you prefer so far? And Melissa said,
Can you get a little closer, Kenesha? Just a little for a second. Oh, they're both beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Each of them has their place, right? Each of them has your place. All right, so now what I'm going to do, and by the way, you know, just like your American Express, they say don't leave home without it. When it comes on to my lashes, I never use my mascara without my lashes. So I put my primer on because I love this. It gives you longevity. It helps to prevent your mascara from bleeding as well. So that's why I love using that before I do my mascara. So who can tell me why you should not pump your mascara? Why shouldn't you pump your mascara? So I'm twisting mine. So why shouldn't you pump your mascara? We don't want to introduce what in there. Let me see. You can just shout it out. Oh, Beth says that the cream eyeshadow is a lifesaver. I agree, Beth. It is a lifesaver. Go ahead, Natalia.
I think I want to say bacteria.
Yes, bacteria. You don't want air to get in there.
There.
And I'm using the Lash Intensity. So it is I like the Lash Intensity. Again, we're twisting, not pumping. Look at the difference so far with my eyes. And I haven't even done any foundation yet. The reason I'm
sure do be pumping. I sure do be pumping. Now I know no pumping, twist.
No, you want to get in there and twist it. So each mascara, if you want waterproof, Mary Kay has something for that. And you do a couple layers. So if you like layers, you could go over it a couple of times. You can get one of the, like the ultimate, and go over it with that as well. So Kimberly, I could see you rocking some of these colors, by the way. Beautiful. All right, so did my eyes. I'm gonna tell you one of my lifesavers. One of my lifesavers. This is one of my secrets. Now, I put this on after on purpose because guess what? Nobody's perfect. You've probably seen some people, they put a tape here and they do that. That is totally up to you. If you're a new beginner, you can use the, you know, your extra brush. And if you want to use that as a, you know, to kind of outline, feel free to do that. The under eye corrector is my best friend. I'm not showing any concealers tonight. So who can tell me I mean, people are like, oh, if you're darker skin, you don't need to use it. Yes, I do. You know why? Because if you mess up, your eyeshadow falls down on your face. You have anything dark under your eyes. You haven't slept for days. You want to cover it. You want to hide it. You have puffiness. You have dark circles. The under eye corrector, I always have it. Always have it on hand. I never run out of it. So under eye corrector, I do have another cream eye color brush that I do use. So the similar brush that I did for my eyelid, I do have a different one that I use for my concealers and my under eye corrector, just so you know. So under eye corrector. Now, there's some people that do use sponges. I like using my blending sponge for my concealer. You can use it for your under eye corrector as well. That's totally up to you. So if you messed up, if the foundation came down too much, this will help to clean it up and it wakes your eyes up as well. And I'm telling you, you do this without your foundation, it does make a difference. If you do it with just the foundation, it doesn't give you as much coverage. All right. Any questions, guests, so far? You can unmute yourself, you know. We encourage participation. So, did my C? So that's my under eye corrector. Comes in a tube. Where is my tube? Where's my tube? Anyway, this is it. Under eye corrector. Little goes a long way. You really don't need a lot. So typically, something like this, you want to make sure it dries a little bit. before you apply your foundation. While that is drying, and that's the thing, like I'll do one thing and go to something else, and that gives it enough time to dry. So while that's drying, I did exfoliate my lips earlier. You can see that. So now I'm just putting on my lip primer. Lip primer also, as people get older, you can get lines in your lips as well, but also it enhances the stain power of your lipstick, especially if you have lipsticks that look like diamonds. Exactly. So I know you love it too, because I love it. It's one of my favorites. One of my newest favorite. Mary Kay, you guys came out and delivered. All right. Any questions from the guests? Any questions?
Jacqueline just asked a question in the chat. She asks, okay, never mind. Melissa was to the rescue.
Oh, Melissa. Thanks, Melissa. I was trying to pull up. Where is it? I was trying to pull up because oh yeah, that is it. So I'm about to put this on. These are my did you guys know the foundations, the new foundations from Mary Kay are anti-aging. And so I love this because it also protects you from blue light. And it features there the blending sponge, which is, oh my gosh, I'm not sure, I don't have it on me now. It's in my bathroom, but it's one of the best things ever. So these are my foundations. I have to blend two because I have two, I had some areas with discoloration. I mean, it's not bad, but I have to blend two. So my colors are bronze 140, bronze 160. We do have a link. So if you want your foundation to be matched, there is a link that will narrow it down to two, or will pick a foundation for you. So I just put a little on the back of my hand. So bronze 140 and bronze 160. And I'm just going to, I use the tip of my brush to just kind of blend that in. You don't have to do that. Some people are one color. That's perfectly fine. Start here. Start where you need it the most. And usually that is your cheek. So that is usually where you need it the most. And I usually, where's my foundation? Wait. Oh, so I usually use a finishing spray. I usually spray that on the brush, but for time purposes, we're not doing that tonight. So there's the back of my hand. Look at the difference. So guess what? My under eye corrector has been sitting there for a while. I'm telling you, game changer. If you've never tried it, talk to your consultant. All right, so now I'm gonna blend away. And so true or false, and guests can put this in the chat. So I'm gonna blend away starting at my cheek, and I'm gonna go downward, because we have tiny hairs on your face, so you want it to look natural, and you want to blend. So blend. And I'm just nice and dab. Now you can use a sponge. What I like about the new Mary Kay foundation brush is that it doesn't eat up your foundation. So you're not stuck every couple of weeks reordering a foundation. No, these things last for months depending on your usage. Okay. So true or false? Mary Kay only has the pink Cadillac as their free car. So true or false? Guess. You can put that in the chat. Mary Kay only has the pink Cadillac as their free car. True or false? I'm gonna get my forehead as well. You can guys let me know once somebody puts answers. And I usually, some people do not go down to their décolleté. I usually go down to my décolleté as well. So, all right, and then you just blend. Some people don't like to make it look like they're wearing a foundation, but as it dries, it starts to look very natural. Just keep blending until you get that desired look. I personally look at that. I mean, I still have foundation there. I really don't need any more. Unless I'm going down here to get my décolleté a little bit. You want it to look very natural, but you want it to look evenly blended. So just dab, dab, dab. And again, you can use a blending sponge. I love the Mary Kay brush, the new brush that they just came out with. Get your temple. And as you go. All right, so let me make sure it's blended it properly. Now, time purposes. Oh, Kimberly says she's pretty new to this. Aw, of course, no worries. Listen, we're non-judgmental, but thank you. We're glad to have you on, but you'll learn more. So Mary Kay does have additional cars other than the pink Cadillac. They have the Shelly Malibu, which we just earned that, and they have the Equinox. So if you are shopping around for a new car, then guess what? You can get a new car. And if you don't want the car, Mary Kay will pay for that. We'll give you the money for that car every month. All right, so I'm just gonna show you what I do as well. The other thing that I do is, my translucent powder is my best friend. So you don't want to put a whole lot on. You have a designated brush for that. I'm giving you guys a little extra tonight. And just to really wake your eyes up, and you can put that in your T-zone as well. Translucent powder, I do use that a lot. So, and then last but not least, before I do my other shimmer or new summer colors, I do dust a little bit of mineral powder just to give me that that finished look. So also it gives you longer staying power. So my color I'm using is bronze 1. Talk to your consultant about what color is right for you. It gives me, again, more staying power. All right, guys, any questions about, I know Kimberly said she's pretty new to this. All right, so my hair, sorry if my hair looks kind of wild and crazy because I had it in a ponytail. All right, so now what I'm going to do, now that I have these here, this color is called Rose Sapphire. And this one is called Canary Diamond. So who likes diamonds? So depending on which highlighting look you want, tell you what, I'll try both of them and you can tell me which one you prefer, which one you think. So what I'll do is I'll try the Rose Sapphire on this side, So I'm using my cheek brush. Beth says she likes a rose. Rose, where's Louise? Louise Lawrence Rose. And I'm using my cheek brush and I'm coming down a little bit here. And if you're not sure where to go, you find the apple of your cheeks and you go right above that. And I'm going to use my mirror a little bit here. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. See that? It doesn't have to be, you don't need a whole lot. You really just use it to really highlight the top part of your cheek. So dusting off my brush. Again, I'm going to use my cheek brush for the next side. And this I'm doing Canary Diamonds. So we'll see which one. And you got to find what works for your skin tone, right? And guess what? Mary Kay is 100% guaranteed, which means that if you're trying a color and you're not happy with it, you can get your money back. So I'm going to try the diamond. Ooh, that one is bold. That one is bold. And guess what I could do too? I could even come down with it here if I wanted to.
I love putting out my nose.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. And the thing is, it's effortless. You know, you don't have to put a lot of effort into putting it on. There are some colors that you have to do multiple applications. So this is with the Canary Diamond and this is with the Rose. So I actually love both of them. This one pops more, of course, if you really want that shimmer. This is probably the way to go, or you can get both of them for the different looks. All right, while that is going on, remember, I still have the primer on my lip. I'm gonna use my eyeliner pencil. Usually I've highlighted the gel, Mary Kay gel eyeliners, but for tonight, I'm gonna use the pencil because everything has their place. We even have a liquid waterproof pen that you can use for when you do winged eyes. All right, so hold on, you guys. So you wanna get as close to the waterline as possible. I'm gonna have to use my mirror for this one, sorry. Get as close to the waterline. No, I need my mirror. Let me see, I'll use the camera as my mirror. And the nice thing is, if you mess up, you can use a Q-tip and put the oil-free eye makeup remover on it. All right, so that is the eye pencil. If I messed up, I could have done that, right? And then I'm gonna do the other eye with my same thing, get as close to the waterline as possible. So do you guys feel more comfortable doing the liquid pencil? I mean, the liquid eyeshadow? Because you can actually just do it by itself. You don't have to do what I showed you to do tonight. So those are the different looks so far. And last but not least, I'm going to line my lips. And usually when you're lining your lips, I have two options. I could either line it with this color. Again, it depends on the look that you want. You can use both of these. You can line it with this, and you can fill it in with this. You can fill it in with that color. But tonight, I'm just gonna line it with my lip liner. You can use, I'm using rose, speaking of rose, to match my rose highlighter. I'm just gonna line my lips really quickly, and it glides on smooth. And what I love is with Mary Kay, you know, it's not just, it's appealing to a younger crowd because you can really get to play around with these and have a lot of fun. And remember, I put on my primer earlier. I'm gonna use my shimmer color and you can tell me what you think. This is my, I call it my diamond lipstick. Look at that. Does it get pretty under that? Line my bottom. There. What do you think? And I'm getting a little color from the rose. Okay. All right, any questions from the guests? So we'll do a vote. Who says this look or that look? Beth says she wants to see the after picture. So I usually finish off with finishing spray. This is just another way that you can do your glamour. You don't have to do exactly like I showed you tonight. Talk with your consultant because you can either do, you can do this by itself, you can do combine, you can do this by itself, you can do it with a palette like I showed you. I mean, the new colors are so amazing and you really can have fun. Ty says she loves both of the looks. Yeah, because you could do different things with it. All right, so if you guys don't have any questions, the guests, what I'm gonna do really quickly, you're not entitled to take anything home, but remember, every time you take something home, you are supporting the Mary Kay Foundation. And if you are doing that, if you decide, oh my God, there's something that Kenesha tried, write it down and text your consultant because then she'll let me know and we'll put it in the, on the wheel when we're doing the spin the wheel. I'll give you, I put an extra spin there for you. So if there's something that you liked, you're definitely taking it home tonight. We're gonna put an extra spin. The other thing is you're entitled to another appointment, and that is where your consultant will do like a skin appointment for you. And that's because wearing makeup is great, but what's underneath is even better. Just like you put carpet on a messy floor, like there's garbage underneath, you wanna make sure it's nice and clean. And so we don't wanna cover something that doesn't look good. We want to make sure we take care of that first before we put this nice, beautiful shimmer and beautiful colors that we tried tonight. We want to make sure you have beautiful skin for that. And so what I did use tonight, I call it my miracle in a bag. We did try the miracle set, but I only used the cleanser and the day cream because for time purposes, We didn't do the eye cream, and I'm not going to bed yet, so I'm definitely not using that. If you do have medium to severe signs of aging, then you want to talk about the Time as Repair line that has plant stem cell. Ask your consultant about that, because the reason it works great is because the stem cells are in there, and so you see results as quick as 3 days. I do use some items from here as well. The next one is a natural line, and like I said, get on a skincare natural line for people who want that more organic look, organic feel. Then that would be the way to go. The next one is the botanical effect line. If you want the effects of aloe and dragon fruit, then I would go with that if that's what you're interested in. Or you're like, Kanisha, I don't know what's going on, but my skin's been breaking out from this mask or hormones. Then you might want to talk to your consultant about the acne line. And then guy in your life, your face is looking good, their face is not looking so good, then definitely you can hook them up. My sister did that for her husband. She says, well, when you're 70, I'm going to look like I'm 30. He hurried and got on the skincare line so fast because he probably doesn't want another 30-year-old picking her up. But anyway, there's stuff for that too. And then I'm not going to go into details about that. Talk to your consultant. But over here, this is my glam section. And this is where we have the foundation. It does have a blending brush, and it has a primer that we tried, that's 61. The other stuff that we tried, you can talk to your consultant about the prices or text her which ones you're interested in. But over here, it does talk about the bright eyes, which I did use the under eye corrector. This is the blending sponge, which is the Bomb Diggity. I do use it for my concealer. So I do use it for my concealer and for my contour and my highlighting. It is amazing. If you don't have any brushes yet, or say your brushes are like from the dollar store, if you buy dollar store brushes, you're gonna get dollar store results. So Mary Kay's brushes have longevity, and you do get a brush cleaner with it to help sanitize it so you don't get breakouts as well. It also disinfects. So not only does the brush cleaner disinfect, and it's a nice size, but it's a big size. And then down here you have all the different colors, like lip glosses, lip liners, and then they can do a customized palette for you, as well as if there's any mascara that you
Is this yours, Viola?
Sorry?
And this is yours.
Okay, I don't think she was talking to me. All right, and then last but not least, mascara. If this was a mascara I actually used tonight, there is also a waterproof pen that you can talk to your consultant about, and the cream eyeshadow. So any questions, thoughts, or comments, consultants or guests? Any questions about what I used tonight? A quick review. Highlighter. This one's a Canary Diamond. Diamond is a girl best friend. This is the Rose Sapphire. So this one was on here. This one is on here, the diamonds. I'm like feeling the diamond though, like if I really wanted to pop. And then of course, you saw me do my lip. I mean, this one is a different color, but if you want that effect, that this has diamonds on my neck, but diamonds on my lips now, right? I think we're the first one that came out with that diamond on the lips. And then this one is the Sunstone. This is the color. This is the Sunstone. I love that. And then of course you saw me do my eyeshadow. This is a graphite and amethyst, and it's a nice size. Like these things are not going to end anytime soon. They do last for a long time. All right. So guess anything that you see that you liked, I'm going to have you just drop it in the chat. Even if you're not taking it home tonight, if there was anything that you saw, definitely drop it in the chat. All right. Time purposes. I'm just going to share really quick why I started Mary Kay. I'm a director. I work as a physical therapist. I've worked with a major company for the past 14 years. Oh my God, that's a long time, because after 10 years, they say there's a burnout. The reason I think I did not have a burnout was because of Mary Kay. Mary Kay kept me smiling. I could put on my makeup and go to the office. I mean, I work with patients with my makeup on, you guys. I got to work with women. I got the diamonds, even though I was like, okay. But when you have a company that sends you a real diamond ring just for doing your job, I love it. We have a free car. Where Mary Kay, if I didn't want the car, they would have paid for that every month. But what I really love the most is that we get to give back. I love the fact that we get to go to nursing homes. during the holidays. I love the fact that we have done stuff for domestic violence shelters. We do stuff for breast cancer awareness, where we send baskets, like sponsored packages, to the shelters. But also we do it for the Mary Kay Foundation. So I love the fact that we get to give back. But if you said, you know what, Kanisha, none of that appeals to me, I really want to go on trips, guess what? They send you on trips. And now consultants, did you guys see the news? Like, you don't have to be, you can just be a regular person and you get to go on trips. They send you on all expense paid. And guess what? They're changing. It's not your spouse that you take. You could take a friend. So I can go on a trip and I say, you know what, Melissa, you want to go to ATL, or you want to go to Bahamas, you want to go to, where are they going this year? But if you want to go to Egypt or China or one of those places, like, you can get to go, you could take a friend, and guess what? Mary Kay give you all expense paid trips. So if you go on a trip and you want to do certain activities, they pay for that too. Now with COVID, what they did, they give them the money. So imagine you getting the money, what that plane fare, that trip would have cost, that spending money, Mary Kay sending you that check. So that is the nice thing, is that, you know, they do send you on all expense paid trips. If you are a mom, or you know what, you're tired of being tied down to a job, you want that flexibility, then Mary Kay affords that flexibility. Guess what? I can do it from home. I could do it from anywhere in the world. I can do it from New York. Where is Louise? Louise is in California. So we can do it anywhere you can, and you're not restricted. You don't have any territories. But you know what? If you say, Kanisha, those things don't interest me. What really interests me is the personal growth. Guess what? We have a book club. We pour into you. Like the training I had before you hopped on, I didn't train on makeup. I train on how your mind, on how you can control your mindset when it comes on to being a leader. So if any of these interest you, I would definitely talk to your consultant and say, you know what, I want coffee. I want to know more about this Mary Kay thing. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I want to know more about Mary Kay. And last but not least, before we do our raffles, thank you for your patience, is I'm just going to show you how the newest way of people getting started. And I know it says May, but it was extended. So the e-start is for $30. And that's where you say, you know what, Melissa, I don't know what I'm doing, but I really think I can learn. So if you're somebody that's teachable and coachable, you can say, you know what, I want to get started. I have $30 in my pocket. I can start right now. So that way you get a website, and you do get a credit card processing for a year. So literally most of my customers, they pay with their credit card. I had somebody from Jamaica just order stuff, and she said, send her the credit card link. So I was able to do it that way. If you say, you know what, Kanisha, I want, did I share? I think I shared the wrong one. But anyway, there's one for 30. There's one for 130. And that is where you get all the products that you need to jumpstart your business. And for the $30, you also get, again, you get your own website. People can shop at any time they want. And you also get credit card processor, where they pay through ProPay. They can pay with their credit card. And this one is not there anymore. It's one for 45, is where you add samples. So if you are a social media person and people are just, you know, say they're in another state, or you don't want to do in person, you can send those samples and people can get pampered that way. All right, so I'm just gonna stop share really quick. So talk to your consultant. If there's anybody that's on here who think it's an opportunity for them or for somebody else, then I would definitely say give it a try. All right, any questions, thoughts, or comments before we do a raffle? All right, so Kimberly. All right, welcome, Kimberly. Stacy, and did I miss a name? Did I miss any names? As I'm doing my wheel. Okay, Kimberly. All right, STACIE. Any questions from any of the guests? Last chance. Okay. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Oh, who was it that said? Yeah, I saw that. So no worries, Stacey, I added you back, okay? All right, I'm just gonna, did I miss any of the guests? I didn't, right? Did I miss any guests? All right, let me share
Yeah,
my screen.
my guest had log off. She said she had to run.
Oh, oh no. Okay. Have to be on to win. But I'll definitely will send her a goodie bag just for hopping on. All right, without further ado, we're gonna do the raffle really quickly. And I did add, everybody got an extra spin on the wheel just for being on. So I always say, may the person who deserves it the most win. So let's see who is that lucky lady tonight. All right, and Kimberly. You are the lucky winner. And let me just stop sharing. So congratulations, Kimberly, on being our winner for tonight. Let me make sure. And you are a guest of Melissa, am I correct? Yes. Was there anything, I don't know if you're able to share. Was there anything that you shared, that you saw tonight that stood out to you, or anything that you heard? What did you enjoy the most about tonight?
Pretty much everything. I did like the corrector because I can't be without a corrector, like you said.
Have you tried the one? Have you tried ours?
No, I haven't tried any. So, yeah, pretty much everything was interesting to me. That's why I was just listening and looking at you.
Wonderful. I could see you doing some of this stuff though. I
Yeah.
could really, really make you even pop more. I mean, you're beautiful as it is, but it will
Thank you.
enhance what's already there. Because women don't need makeup to look beautiful. We're just using it to enhance what we already have. All right. So you know what? Since you did ask questions, or you were, it sounds like you were interested, definitely connect with Melissa. And I would say, you know what, get started, because it's the beginning of the month. You can definitely, and I didn't mention about the tax write-offs, like your light, your water, your own makeup. So anything you get from her, you get to write those things off now, because it's part of your image, So getting your nails done, your hair, all of that. So I would say definitely talk to her and see if it's a match for you. And I would go ahead and give it a try.
Yes.
All right. And make sure you give her your information so that we can go ahead and oh, welcome. You're welcome, Stacy. And Stacy, who invited you? Melissa as well? Yay. All right. I know Melissa's going to hook you up, because that's really how she is. So thank you so much for your feedback. We appreciate it. And I know time is of the essence. We're 5 minutes over. I think I did okay. Not bad, because I didn't do my eyebrows. If I'd done eyebrows, that would have taken longer. But thank you guys for your time. Definitely. Congratulations, Melissa. She's the queen of hospitality tonight, because she had the most guests on. But thank you guys for all of those who had guests on. Natalia, I know I saw your girl hop on. She had to hop off, but definitely we will definitely do something with her, like a coffee chat. All right. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Support the Mary Kay Foundation. Thank you for supporting your consultants. But one of the best things I can tell you is dream big. Whatever that dream is, don't let it die here. That dream that you have in your heart is placed there for a reason, because we all have gifts and talent that God wants to have us use to help enrich the world. So whatever that gift is, hopefully if you connect with us, we can help to pull out those gifts and talents that you have. All right. Well, thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Dream big. Thank you for supporting your consultants. Kimberly, congratulations on winning the raffle. All right. Have a great night.